Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It is Tuesday night, April the 30th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Now, you might be saying to yourself, wait a sec, why is Clay starting a stream at 11:30 when it's church night? Doesn't Clay have to be at his church at midnight on Tuesday? Wednesday morning, technically. So is this only going to be a 15-minute stream? Well, let me tell you guys, I thought we were going to win tonight. The game also started late. So I thought we were going to win tonight. So I actually made arrangements for the 1 o'clock guy who replaces me at 1 a.m. He's always late, but we'll see what happens tonight. He replaced me at 1. We swap. So he's my friend is going at 12, and then I'm going to go at 1. So that was the switching of the church hour part. And then for the stream, instead, because I got home like after 11, I knew there was no way I was going to start at 11:15 might have been tight. So would a half an hour show even be worth it? Again, remember, I thought we'd be talking about a win. So I said, forget it. We'll go 11:30 to 12:30, even 12:40 if we need to. And then I don't have to rush off my show. And then I could get to my revised church hour for one night. And I thought everything was going to work out just smelling like roses. But unfortunately, it's the Nashville Predators who take the 2-1 victory over the Canucks. The Canucks are still up 3-2, but now they got to make that long trek back to Nashville. I see Beasley in the chat. Got to meet him for the first time. All class. He says, I think he's talking about me, but I would say the same to him. He looks even better in person. Oh, that is let's give some love to Beasley just for that very nice compliment. And yeah, I'll tell you all about the game. I'll tell you all about the people I got to meet tonight. But yeah, I'm just happy to be here. And yeah, I'm not looking for any like kudos or any, not sympathy. There's nothing to be sympathetic about, but yeah, I honestly thought we were talking about a win. So I moved my live stream later so we can extend it. And then I even went to the trouble of changing my church hour. So it's fine. We'll just, I'm usually up late anyways. I've been up late all week this week because of my master. I'll talk about that in a second. So I'm just happy that you guys are all here. So moderators, do what you need to do to keep this, oh yes, Raj, I'll get to you as well. Josh, all you guys. Okay, I'll get to all you guys in a sec. So moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful place. Members, as legends, Hall of Fame, and franchise members, thank you for all of your support. And as always, no matter where you're watching from, whether in my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, Lower Mainland, province, country, continent, around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be watching anyone else, doing anything else, getting ready for work, school, or better, all three. But the fact that you are here with me, know how much I always appreciate you, and I never, ever take you for granted. So this is how you get involved tonight. You can subscribe so you get active in the chat section, notified of my videos every single day. You can like the video. There are 56 of you watching on YouTube, which is nice. Only 13 likes, so we got to bump that up to at least 20. So like the video, you guys. It helps out the algorithm. And you're not by liking the video, you're not liking the fact that we lost. You're liking the fact that we are together, we are hanging out, we are building community, and we are still up in the series. And don't forget, we haven't lost in Nashville yet. Look at it that way. We technically have home ice advantage still. We're up 3-2. But yeah, we have not lost in Nashville. So that should give us some good confidence as well. So like the video, you can leave a donation. Who is going to get the donation train out of the station tonight? You can gift a membership to someone. You can buy your own membership, upgrade your own membership, and you can use your monthly membership message, your Triple M, and then you can rate and review if you're listening on a podcast platform. Now, before I get to the actual game, before the game, I got to meet. No, how should we do this? Yeah, I'll talk about who I met. Then I'll rewind a bit, talk about my where I am in my studies, and then we'll get to all the game for sure. And before we get going, wow, this is very, very generous of BC Beasley. Let's give him some much deserved love in the chat. This is massive. Thank you, brother. This is very, very kind and very generous of you. BC with the massive $28 donation. Thank you for taking the time out to see us, and congrats on the Masters. It was a pleasure meeting you and your beautiful wife, Gail. Yeah, it's a lovely wife, but we'll take beautiful as well. Here's to many more meetings like the streams. Yeah, I can't wait. We're sitting basically one section apart from each other, BC, so we can make those meetups a regular thing. But yes, please give some love to BC Beasley for being so generous. Doesn't have to, and really, really appreciate you being here, and really appreciate your donation. So some love for BC Beasley in the chat. So yeah, I got to meet a bunch of, and a lot of them are here. And if you're here and I forget to mention your name, please forgive me. Charge it to my head and not to my heart. Anyone ever say that in high school? Some of you guys are still in high school. Charge it to my head and not to my heart. You can get out of anything by saying that. But the people I met tonight, definitely. Oh, okay. Well, great timing. I got to meet BC Beasley, and he's a season ticket holder. So we're going to be sitting one section apart from each other. You know who else I got to see for the first time in a while? And I loved every moment. Alfred, Mr. Goalhorn. So let's give him a goalhorn. Let's give some love to Alfred in the chat. What a game, but wish we executed the plays to get the goals. So many of them. Had fun for my first playoff game tonight. This game meant a lot to me. Yeah, I got a chance to talk to Alfred during the second intermission as well. And he told me that his very first game, I believe, was against Nashville. So his very first playoff game, also against the Nashville Predators. Alfred, it was great to see you. It was great catching up with you. So I got to hang out with BC Beasley. Let's give some love to Alfred in the chat. Got to hang out with Alfred. I also got to see Raj. Nice to see you as always, Raj. Looking good, looking dandy, as dapper, not dandy. Well, I guess you're looking dandy too, but you're looking dapper as always. And then Raj, I think your friend's name was Andrew, right? So I got to meet Andrew, which is awesome. I also, I saw it here. Where's Josh? Where is Josh? I met Josh. Where is he? Where is he? I thought I saw Josh leave me a message. Where? Sorry, guys. I want to recognize this. Where do you go? Oh, there. It was great meeting you, Clay. Josh, it was great meeting you as well. Got to see Smiley. Hello. I got to see Helen before the game, so that was really nice. Raj says, so great to see you today, my dude. Always great to see you. So, yes, if I miss anyone who's in the chat, speak up now so I don't forget you before I move on. But yeah, it's I don't think I'm Mr. Popular or whatever, but it feels a lot busier. The meetups, even the second intermission, just who I see in the concourse, it just feels a lot busier, and I love it. I would have loved it more if the Canucks had won, though. Oh, hey, Rosie. Rosie was there. I get to see Rosie a lot too. Thank you. Didn't get to see you tonight, though, unfortunately. So weird. Raj is our mutual friend. Yeah, well, 3 good-looking Canucks fans, like GLCPC personified. What else do you want? What else do you want? All right, let me get to some news, non-Canucks news. But before that, the legend herself, Carol Bovenlander, coming through once again. Uh-oh. Horn got a little sick there. Thank you, legendary Carol Bovenlander, for your generosity, gifting a Canuck Clay membership. It goes to Daniel Imola, who is the generous one who donated his watch party tickets to Zhao last week. Zhao couldn't go, so I ended up finding someone to give it to. And yes, thank you, Carol, for your donation. Let's give Carol some love in the chat. Always so generous. And let's give a big welcome to the CCC back to Daniel. We got some more generosity. Jason using his Triple M, his monthly membership message. So let's give some love to Jay. Jason, a member for 7 months, says no PD again. This is getting very concerning. Yeah, I didn't think PD was bad. He wasn't amazing. A lot of the Canucks weren't bad, but they weren't amazing. And I actually thought PD had a decent game, especially we had that 2-on-1, and that was a really good shot. It was actually, I think Sarles just made it. He's so good. Sarles just made it look easy, but that was a really good shot and even a better save. All right, friends, let me talk to you about my personal life just for 2 or 3 minutes. And then we'll talk about this game, I promise. Remember, the CCC is very generous. They're the best community on here. So, yes, kind of funny because usually about right now on a Tuesday night, I'd be frantically wrapping up, making sure that I could get to my church. But like I said, I'm going out 1 a.m. today instead of midnight. And as I was explaining to Raj, he said, well, what the heck? How is it? Do all churches open so late? And I said, no, basically we have a prayer chapel that is open 24/7. So there needs to be at least one person in there at all times. So my time is midnight, because usually if I wasn't doing a stream for sure, I could get to, I could work, I could go to a game or whatever, and I could be home by 12 for sure. We got Justin Credible. Always, actually, I'll tell you about him in a sec. Something cool about Justin. Justin, using his Triple M, 39 months. Been here since the very started from the bottom. Now we're here, 3 years and 3 months. There was a small glitch on the NHL app that leaked the series result, saying Canucks win in 7 after tonight's score got posted. Let's start Tolopio in Game 6, because why not? 1 time for each goalie with 1 win each. That was a clever reference to 1 time for Thatcher Demko game night by DJ here. Thank you, Justin. Glad you are here. And yes, member for 39 months, which is pretty crazy. So I think I'm allowed to share this because Justin posted it. So I didn't get to see Justin, but we were both at the Justin Timberlake concert last night. My seats were nice, but Justin's seats were awesome. And he got to Justin Timberlake, walked right past him when he was singing. It was pretty cool. And Justin posted some videos about that. And by the way, yeah, I was at the Justin Timberlake concert. Really enjoyed it. The 2 guys that I wanted to see live were Justin Timberlake and Bruno Mars. I haven't seen either of them live, and now I can cross 1/2 of that off of my bucket list. So it was a really good night. And it's kind of been crazy between the Timberlake concert and then tonight, in the midst of finishing my master's off. But I knew this was going to happen, and I was able to plan for it. And that's why I've been sleeping every night at 3 a.m. But I don't mind. I'm not complaining, because I can make things work. So here, let me tell you really quick about my master's, then we'll get into the Canucks game. I promise. I wrote my final exam today. It's the last graded thing I have to do for my final exam for my final course. 5 years later, 12 courses later, a lot of money later, I now am going to Denver on Thursday night to graduate, to obtain my Master of Arts in Pastoral Theology from the Augustine Institute in Denver. It's a mouthful, but pastoral theology just means basically teachings of the church. So you can call me Master Emo, Master Clay, Sushi Master, which was my nickname in high school. You can call me whatever you want. Just don't call me late for dinner. That's all I ask. But yes, I'm in a very good mood. I'm very happy. It would have been a perfect day if the Canucks had won, because then I would have finished my master and the Canucks finish off the series. But we can't always have good things. So maybe game 6 will be Friday night in Nashville, and I'll be at my graduation dinner. So I'm sure I'll have my phone on underneath the table, but I got to make sure that I don't mess up. Tomorrow is my very, very last duty for my master, and it's not a thesis, so I don't defend it. It's presenting my capstone project, which is supposed to a culmination of the 5 years, a project that I put together over the weekend. And I present that to some faculty tomorrow, and then I am done. What am I going to do with that extra 8 or 10 hours a week, sometimes more? Work on the channel, work on that merch finally, try some new things on this channel, and try some new things in terms of my other exploits. That didn't sound right. My other interests, including music, including public speaking. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of traveling over the summer, as you guys know, but at least I don't have a course to worry about coming back to, and I can really focus on what I like doing. That's creating content, building community, and being creative. So thank you very much, you guys. Full-time streamers, just BCBC. Maybe what I'll do at the end of the show is actually, I already know what I'm going to ask, but we'll wait till the end of the show for sure. Am I selling Game 7 tickets? We're going to worry about that, Ryan, when it happens. We already, because I went to the game with Mike in section 319, and then Gail and Sean went and sat in our other seats. They're also 319, but for the playoffs, they're 312. I've told that story many times. We're trying to figure out, we didn't want to look too far ahead, presume a Canucks loss, but we were talking about what our plan would be for Game 7 on Sunday, because at least I know I won't be home yet. I'll still be in Denver. Good question. Thanks for all your congratulations. I really appreciate all of you guys and you being so good to me. All right, let's talk about this game. Very, very general impressions. And I'm not just saying this because of the shot total, but I thought that we controlled period. We didn't dominate. There's no domination tonight. Either way, we controlled the first period. I think that's fair to say. I think it's also fair to say that Nashville controlled the second period. And then by virtue of scoring one more goal than we did in the third, I guess Nashville was the better team in the third. So you got to be realistic. If you're calling Sunday's win in Nashville miraculous or unprecedented or fluky or lucky or destiny, whatever you're calling it, we probably should have lost that game. So another reason why I'm positive is technically the Canucks not technically. You could argue they should be down 3-2 as opposed to up 3-2. Yeah, you could argue the Canucks should be down 3-2 as opposed to up 3-2. Here's another thing I'll say is before tonight's game, what would you say was more likely, that Nashville could win 3 in a row or that Vancouver would lose 3 in a row? Because I saw some sentiment out there that, yeah, Nashville could easily win 3 games in a row against anyone. Remember, they had that 18-game point streak, but I think it's less likely that the Canucks are going to lose 3 in a row to anyone, because I'm not sure. I think they only did that once, if not twice, the entire season. They're really good at bouncing back. So, yes, of course, I wanted the Canucks to win. Yes, I was ready to celebrate and party hardy with Artie. I was ready to do all these things. Heck, I moved my prayer hour, and I made a bunch of different arrangements. I'm not looking for sympathy. I was doing that while watching the game, making sure that everyone knew what their plan was tonight, because I thought the Canucks were going to win. However, they go to Nashville on Friday. I'm not sure the game time is announced yet. It should be 7 or 7:30 at Nashville time, so 5 or 5:30 here. And remember, the Canucks have not lost in Nashville just yet. And we'll see who plays in net. We'll see who plays in net. Exactly, BCBC. I think you go to Smith. I thought Shelovs was fine tonight, but if DeSmith is healthy, although Shelovs was fine, except for that second goal, which I'll talk about. I don't know. I go to Smith. I go to Smith in game 6. All right, let's get to the stats real quick. So we outshot them 7-4. They outshot us 11-4, then 9-7. So 22-20, yet another low shot game. They really hammered us in the faceoff. I didn't really notice that at the game, but looking at the stat, that's pretty bad. They went 1 for 4. We went 0 for 2 on the power play. Equal hits 34-33. Block shots 19-15. So that's still a fair number. And yeah, let's go through the goals. Zadorov, what a nice play. Taking the puck from in front of his own net, deking like 2 forwards, then deking a couple of D-men. Comes down, and it reminded me of Quinn Hughes. You know how Quinn Hughes loves to come down that left side and snap a shot? Yeah, this one went over Saros' right shoulder. It's such a good shot. And that was 3 minutes into the third. I actually thought the Canucks were going to win. And that's when I started to make all these arrangements to change my stream and my prayer hour. Now, I must admit, I have not seen a replay of the Dakota Joshua boarding call. So you guys are going to have to tell me in the chat. Be as unbiased as you can, please. Well, you do whatever you want. But okay, yeah, I'll do 2 polls. No, these are really good points. So the first one is, let's do a quick poll on should the Canucks have challenged that goal? Because I have something to say about that. Should the Canucks have challenged the first Preds goal? Good idea. We'll do that first, and then I'll do a poll later on who should start in net. Okay, so let's see. It looked 100% boarding, says Nick. What else you guys got? Coach Rob. Thank you, Coach Rob. Coach Rob using it as Triple M as monthly membership message. Can you do a poll on who starts on goal? Yeah, in goal. I'll do that next. Thank you, Coach Rob. Great idea. Member for 38 months, almost from the very start. So thank you for your support, Coach Rob. Always appreciate you. Okay, so I got to look up that. The Dakota Joshua boarding call, but most of you are saying, at least the 2 or 3 you mentioned, that you said it was a boarding call. Okay. So then Yossi scores on a power play goal. He basically charges the net, gets tackled by, who did he get tackled by? Cole. And then Zadorov flattens Nyquist as Nyquist looks like he's falling into Artur Shilov's. And then there's a couple other things happening there. But that was the gist of it. Is Yossi, I'm just going to watch it right here again. Let's see what happens. So that's Yossi, and then Nyquist, and Forsberg gets into it with Zadorov. Okay. I've watched this a few times, you guys. I've watched this a few times. And yeah, 73% of you are saying yes, they should have challenged. I actually don't think there was goaltender interference. And I'm totally fine if you disagree with me. I watched it a few times. To me, I saw Yossi drive the net and not interfere with Shilov's. He kind of went to the side, and the puck was lying under Shilov's. Then Bluger was there with Shilov's, and to me, I see Bluger and Shilov's kind of pushing the puck over. I see Nyquist go to the crease and Zadorov flatten him as Nyquist goes to the crease, but I have no evidence that Nyquist actually made any contact with Shilov's. And I get it, it's so close. It's so close, but the replays I see, Nyquist, his leg kind of bends, but I don't see, and it almost fits like perfectly right next to Shilov's leg, his pad, but I actually don't see any contact between Nyquist and Shilov. So you can tell me I'm wrong, and it's fine. It's fine. It's totally cool. It's not going to change anything. So, but I don't see any goalie interference there. So that's me. So then the question is, okay, well, should he still have challenged it? And this is the interesting thing. And I'll tell you something real quick about the challenge. So we know that if they challenge it, and they're wrong, not only would the goal count, but then Nashville will get another power play. And they just scored in the power play, so confidence would be high, fans would be livid, blah, blah, blah. So that's the risk. But I'll tell you one thing, and I shared this when I got back from Seattle, and I do think it's very interesting. You guys might not think it's very interesting, but I think it's kind of interesting. Rick Tocchet is not the one looking at the replay. Yes, you see Tocchet and Adam Foote, they're all looking, Mike Yeo, they're all looking down at their feet because their iPad or the tablet is underneath the floor. So picture, I don't know if it's plastic or what I don't know what, fiberglass or whatever. Picture a see-through floor with the iPad right below it. Okay. And then remember, I told you this when I got back from Seattle. Tocchet's not the one zooming in, zooming out, slow-mo, rewind, fast forward. Tocchet is seeing on his tablet at his feet what video coach Dylan Crawford is doing. Dylan Crawford, a video coach somewhere in the booth, he's the one. Fast forward, rewind, one step forward, two steps back, zoom in, zoom out. he's the one. And remember, Dylan Crawford's got to do this so quick. I think they only have 30 seconds after the goal, right? Is Dylan Crawford then who then will, I'm sure he doesn't type it, it's automated, but on Tocchet's tablet, he'll see good goal or bad goal. Good goal meaning like don't challenge it, and bad goal meaning challenge it. Or maybe the word says challenge. I don't know what the bad goal or challenge situation is because I never saw it. But when I was in Seattle, I was actually looking, because I was in the front row, I was looking at their tablet in the ground, and then it would actually say in big green letters, good goal. So that is the video coach putting a signal on the screen saying good goal. And then intuitively that means don't challenge. Now, you usually see Mike Yeo, not Adam Foote, Mike Yeo talking in his, in his headset. I don't know if he's got one here, if he's Secret Service or whatever. So I'm sure he's talking to Dylan Crawford as well. So I'm sure maybe Mike Yeo saying to Mike Yeo, hey, slow it down from here or show me this angle, right? And remember, this is all happening within 30 seconds. So the coaches are basically talking to Dylan Crawford. Dylan Crawford is running all the switches, showing them the replay, up, down, or, zoom in, zoom out, forward, backward. And then all within 30 seconds, they got to make a decision on what they're going to do. So it is pressure packed for sure. There's a lot of pressure in that moment, but I'm making the point is because I've witnessed it. It's not Rick Tocchet who's necessarily making the call. It's his video coach. And Rick Tocchet has said that many, many times before, that he relies on his video coach. So if Rick Tocchet after the game says it was 50-50, whether or not we're going to challenge, you got to weigh the risk. 50-50. So one time out of every two, the goal is not going to count and you don't take a power play. But one time out of every two, the goal is going to count and you have to go take a penalty. You have to go back onto the penalty kill. So it's kind of like pick your poison, right? It's got to be more than 50-50. It's got to be 60-40 at least, or 55-45 that you're sure it's a no goal. And that's when you challenge. So I'm not saying that because I saw, because I saw how it works, that makes me any smarter. I'm just kind of teaching you how it works and how all those decisions are made so quickly. But having said all of that, full stop, I did not see enough to challenge that goal. So that's just me. I'm in the minority, which is fine, because 2/3 of you are saying that they should have challenged. We got 66%, 2/3, 1/3, exactly even split. So 38 votes said yes, only 19 said no. I love this. I blame Justin Timberlake. Yeah, we had JT last night and we had JT tonight. Jay, quick answer is no, because I'll be in Denver. Although I could take all my stuff actually, and I'll be 2 hours. I will take a camera, just like I did in Peru. I did in Sweden. I could take just a little webcam. So you guys have seen my elaborate setup with light, camera, monitor, microphone. No, you know what I would take? I would take this webcam, my Logitech. I would take, where'd it go? I think it's upstairs. I would take my little lapel mic, and then I would be ready to go. So I think I'll bring my stuff just in case the Canucks do win. Yeah, especially the Canucks win. And if the timing works out, now I'm looking for my lapel mic. I think I put it in the other bag. Regardless, yeah, I think it's doable. And I think maybe I will explore streaming on the Friday night, especially if Gil and I are back in the hotel room just chilling and there's not much going on. Okay, sorry you guys had to see that. I'm just looking for something, but I will find it. Okay. Actually, someone made a good point. If you feel confident in your PK, you should challenge. That's true. That's fair. All right. Thank you for that explanation. No, thank you. Thank you for letting me explain all of that. And then the third goal, the second goal of the night for Nashville. Well, I've watched this a few times because it's weird. BC Beasley and others. Yeah, you're right. When the Canucks win, not if. I'm sure BC Beasley would attest to this. They did not show replays of either of the Nashville goals for some reason. And then I don't know if there's a rule that they can't put the replay up on the video board when there's when they're deciding if they're going to challenge or not. Usually it's after, right? If I'm not mistaken, usually they put the replay up after the coaches decided to challenge or not during the deciding to challenge period. But regardless, they didn't put either of the two goals up on the Jumbotron. So I don't know. So then I watched the replay of this Carrier goal, and they're making a lot of talk on the stream. I mean, on the postgame show about Quinn Hughes taking away Shelov's eyes. And if you watch the replay, you actually see Shelov's do a quick, like he wasn't like mad or wanting to beat Quinn Hughes up, but he did give him a quick look like this. And Ryan O'Reilly made a good play. He also went towards the front of the net. So obviously you got to cover him. So by Ryan O'Reilly going to the front of the net, Quinn Hughes having to follow him. Now there's at least two people in front of Shelov's. And yeah, he didn't see it. It went straight in on Shelov's right side. And that, my friends, was the end of the game. I have not looked at this box score yet, so I'm just looking. Yeah, well, obviously you see a lot of zeros because one goal was scored on the power play, so that doesn't count. And I guess when Carrier scored, the exact same guys were on the ice when the Canucks scored their goal because, at least forwards wise, because everyone is a zero. But then on defense, you have 2 -1s and 2 +1s. Looking at shots, 3 was the most from defenseman Quinn Hughes. We had 3 was the most from any Canuck player. That's not enough. Hits, 5 for Miller, 4 for Joshua, 3 for Susie, 4 for Zadorov, and 3 for Myers. A couple thoughts on some of the players individually. I thought Hoaglander had a really good first period. I think maybe all 3 of his hits came in the first period. I thought Hoaglander was very engaged. I thought Besser was okay, coming off that hat trick game. He had a couple good chances. That one where he kind of stopped in front of Saros and Saros put his right pad out. So that was one. Another one where he missed the net just from a few feet away with a couple of minutes left. I thought Miller was okay. I thought Suter wasn't great. I noticed Joshua a bit more than I have before, aside from that game-winning goal in Game 4. And then I thought DiGiuseppe was okay, especially when Suter got that puck to the face. He stepped up for a couple shifts. Lindholm just okay. Yeah, I'm saying a bunch of okays just because I think it's pretty nondescript. None of the forwards were brutal, but none of them were amazing as well. So, and that includes Pettersson, who did have that one chance. I'm going to ask one more poll question per Coach Rob, and then I will do my mid-show sponsor read, and then I'll get to some of you. So who should start Game 6? Is it DeSmith or is it Shelovs? There's the next poll. Please go. Hey, Jason is here. Nice to see you, Jay. Let me do my mid-show sponsor read. Yeah, good point about the penalties too. That's a great point, Raj. And yeah, people were complaining about the lack of replays. Interesting. Let me do my mid-show sponsor read. As I'm doing that, why don't you guys vote in the poll? Then I'll end the poll question. We'll talk about the results, and I'll answer some of your questions. And then I will end up somewhere between 12:30 and 12:40. So bonus time tonight. Moving my prayer hour. I'm actually checking my phone to make sure. So what I'm doing, just a little peek behind the scenes, I'm making sure that the people that I usually replace, right? There's two different families, a guy and a girl that I usually replace at 12. I texted them saying it's someone else coming at 12 because I'm going at 1, and they both acknowledged that text. But then the guy who usually replaces me at 1, he's always late, like by 5 or 7 minutes. I just count on him being late. I think he leaves his house at 1 as opposed to gets to the church at 1. So I'm praying that he got there on time. But the fact that he's replacing someone else that's not me, you'd hope that he shows up on time. I hope that makes sense. All right, let's go Mitchell sponsor read. Shout out To my primary sponsor, he's in the chat, Jason Lim, Van City Experts. Contact Jason for all of your real estate needs. Van City Experts Real Estate. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Perform Transform, Personal Training Weight Loss. Check them out at ptform.com. Thank you to Gasjet Art, maker of that fine artwork. Thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay. Receive a free pair of socks off your next purchase of Vessi shoes. The only other show I have this week is tomorrow night at 11 p.m. because Thursday I'll be landing in Denver around 10:30 at night. Got to rent my car, got to get to the hotel. Then I have a rehearsal on Friday morning. I have a tour of the campus Friday afternoon. I have the big dinner Friday night. So I don't know if I can watch the game on Friday. We'll see. And then I will look at trying to stream Friday night as long as the Wi-Fi in the hotel holds up. Mitchell, reminder for you to subscribe, to like the video, to leave a donation, which BC Beasley has done already, and Alfred, thank you guys. You can gift a membership like Carol has done. You can buy your own membership, upgrade your own membership, use your monthly membership message like many of you have done. Thank you. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and you review. All right, let's go for at least 20 minutes on your questions and your comments. Wow, this poll's close. I like it. I like it. 58% of you saying, where'd it go? I thought I ended it. Where did the results go? There it is. 58% of you are saying go to Smith. 41% of you saying go Shelovs. What do you think the chances are the Canucks beat the Preds on Friday? 2/3. 66.6666 to 33.333 because the Canucks have not lost in Nashville yet this series. Undefeated with Clay Stream Man, Clay Dress Man, Clay Dance Man, Clay Arena Man, Clay Lost Voice Man, Cole Clutch Man, Nick Horonic Holiday Man, Dakota Hype Man, Hughes Hitman, Citizens Choke Man, Niels Fight Man, U2 Man, Tucker Pullman, Tom Green Man. Defeated with Horonic Penalty Shot Man, Ben Dover, and Anita. And you got to add something for today. Like what was the biggest thing from today? You think so far the Canucks' best players have been their best players? Only in game 3, because that's the one where only Besser, PD, Miller, and Hughes had points, I believe. It'll be tough for them to win if they aren't. Yeah, I agree. That's totally fair. PD needs a smack back in the head. It's a little violent. Couldn't win on the 30th anniversary of Brewery Trip. Yes, that's a good point, Fillmore. My season ticket partner, Mike, and I were talking about that in our the anniversary. Sad that Winnipeg lost today, but I guess it makes sense. Colorado is strong. Clay, do you know what the sports bar open Friday? Actually, I don't know. I haven't heard yet. The sports bar should be. Aren't they always open? But as opposed to a viewing party, yeah, I was just going to say, you think they would announce it by now, but of course they couldn't announce it before the result of today's game. I don't know. I've heard that they are going to do viewing parties for the next round, though. Yeah, that's true. We only had 13 shots. Good point. Pettersson is averaging 1.2 shots per game so far in 5. I'm honestly super concerned at this point when it comes to him. I only saw that there's a play in game 4 on the power play where he gave up. Yeah, I'm a little concerned. Some are saying he might be hurt. And by the way, not just PD, the power play was so bad tonight, you guys, on the 2 chances. That was a wonderful chance to open the scoring in the second period. We had those back-to-back power plays, and we looked absolutely horrible. A trend. The Leafs win when Zadorov scores a lone goal. This happened in game 2, which we also lost. So basically, we have to hope the Bruins win, so we win too. Okay, so we want the Bruins to win, so we win, and Zadorov doesn't have to score. He can do other things. It was cool seeing how many people came up to you just to say hi and take a photo with you. Thank you, BC Beasley. I don't, I've said this many times, I don't do it for that, but I do love that part of it because I love meeting people. I love learning people's stories, where they're sitting, if they think the Canucks are going to win, why are they a fan? All those things. I just love it. I just love it because, yeah, not for my own community, my own channel, but just, I love meeting Canucks fans overall. Thank you. And I love meeting you today. Dylan, there is a viewing party Friday. Thank you. Thank you for that heads up. Now we have to wish LA wins tomorrow. Yes, we want that series to get extended for sure. Need PD to do better. PD isn't scoring is because he's getting slammed a lot. Yeah, he could be hurt. He's not getting into the dirty areas. Although that shot today, it could have gone in for sure. G Singh, I believe that the mayor already said no to outside viewing parties. We will be shocked about what the I take it back. We saw Mayor Ken Sim. Yeah, I saw your picture, and he mentioned that we will be shocked about what the city has to offer. Oh, that is interesting. That is very, very, very intriguing. PD needs a tough winger that can bash some Preds. Oh, that's good. Thank you, Josh, for the congratulations. Yes, the power play was bad. Rempe has more goals than Pettersson in the playoffs. That's not great. Going to go make my lunch. Awesome. Thank you for being here, Shannon. Take care of yourself. I'll message you from Denver. Thank you. Do you think the NHL app had a glitch that said the Canucks 7? Or do they know something we don't? No, it's got to be an app. I mean, it's got to be a glitch. What do you mean they know something? It's I don't think hockey's predetermined, fangirl. So I don't think it's the latter. Yeah, Mikheyev is not doing it right now. Tucker will probably start Shelovs because he's played the last 2 games. Hasn't looked bad. DeSmith would be cold coming in, having not played. Bad luck for DeSmith with his injury. Interesting, Darren. We'll see. That's a good point. Although DeSmith got promoted from E-Bug to backup goaltender tonight. Have Zadorov play with PD. Mikheyev is the worst Canucks winger. He kills every off. Yeah, he is not being great. Jay says, congratulations. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. JT, Dak, and Zadorov never on the ice when PD gets pushed. Yeah, well, PD isn't on either of those 2 lines. And then, yeah, that's true. Zadorov and Cole, technically as our third line, I mean, as our third pairing. Yeah, I don't know how intentionally Talkett matches D pairings with line combos though. What other events are you going Rogers Arena side hockey games? Not sure yet, Simon, but did go to Justin Timberlake concert. So I was at Rogers Arena on back-to-back nights. The Hronek icing that led to the goal. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys are talking about. I can't remember if it was a bad. Oh, was that the one where Hronek didn't have to ice it? Okay, just refresh me, guys. Is it? Are you asking me because Hronek shouldn't have iced it? He didn't, like, he had a lot of time and space, or are you asking because it actually shouldn't have been an icing call? Let me know which one it is because I can't remember it now. Shocked and pleasantly surprised. So see if he holds up to it. He didn't mention how there's a lot more phones now to catch people being silly. Ah, interesting. Good point. Great point. Dion, I don't know. I don't have the stats on how many challenges, but probably not a lot. Canucks have scored more than 1 goal after 40 minutes of play just once in 5 games. Yeah, offense is a concern for sure. Defense has been fine. Nope, I'm never scared, Skittles. Never scared. First Nashville goal was questionable. I feel Talkett should have challenged it. Hey, Kyle. I just talked about that for about 5 minutes straight about 10 minutes ago. So short version is I don't think that Talkett should have challenged it because I don't see any evidence that Shelovs was interfered with. Mikheyev or Eriksson? Gosh, I don't know. I'll take Mikheyev's speed. Why won't we see pods? Yeah, I talked about that in my vlog today. I think if he's not going to play here, they're likely going to send him down to Abbotsford to play in the second round of the playoffs. But with Abbotsford being close, at least they can pop him up here if they need to. Yes, good point. They got to provide goal support. Oh, updated. Defeated with Heroic penalty shot man, Ben Dover, Anita, and Talkett doesn't challenge Matt. Love it. Coming to Vancouver next week. Haven't been with Dad. Haven't been back since I moved away 5 years ago. Wow. My dad is a big fan of smash burgers. Best way to get one for. I don't even know what a smash burger is. So any foodies in here, help Ian out. Preds know when to get to PD because the tough guys aren't with them. Interesting. Yeah, that's exactly. That's correct, Dion. About Sheila's, about DeSmith being more ready now. Hronek not getting 8. I agree. Rick doesn't like to challenge calls. I guess not. Not a lot of. Good night, Rob. Same with Hughes. Yeah, he's taking the body a lot. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Daniel, for that. No, I'm not nervous about Game 6. Obviously, I want them to win, but I'm not nervous. Off-season need to improve with new players. Keep the UFAs there where they say, yeah, that's always the tricky balance every off-season for sure. Hey, Gerald. Okay, down low burgers. Good suggestion. Gerald says they should have challenged. Yeah, Gerald, watch the 20 to 25 minute mark. I break it down. I don't think so, but 2/3 of the people here think so. Sidorov, when asked about the game after officiating, said, I'm trying to find the word so I don't get fined $25K. Well, at least he's honest. Greg says, we got 6, though. Yeah, that's true. Reminds me of, I'm just here so I won't get fined. Yep, Marshawn Lynch. Was that Super Bowl week or Pro Bowl week, whatever it was? Yeah. Garrett, I don't have any superstitions or rituals. I got interviewed about by City TV about this, and that was one of the questions. No, I'm sorry. I didn't get interviewed by City TV about this. I got interviewed by City TV, and they asked this. Nope, I don't have to wear the same jersey. I don't have to wear the same clothes. I don't have to eat the same thing. But I do notice that when I'm with Mike, my season ticket partner for 15 years, I've always sat in seat 1 on the aisle, and he's always sat in seat 2. I don't know if that's a superstition. No, probably more of a tradition. Maybe because I just like access to the washroom. 2011 Nucks won it in 6 in Nashville too. Yeah, that's true. There's some symmetry. Officiating hasn't been good. Gerald wants to join me on this stream. Gerald, usually I like to plan those a bit better because I need to get off around 12:30 so I can do a couple of things before I go to my church hour. But Joe, we can plan that for another one for sure. We can plan that for another one. I feel weird that players and coaches aren't allowed to speak freely. Yeah, because they don't want them bashing the officials after every single game. Edmund says PD gets the game winner on Friday. I'll take it. Yeah, actually, Darren, I was working on that today because of my master's wrapping up today. I haven't been able to put in the time and energy, but I'm sending it out tomorrow actually with I'm sending I usually like to send a pick update. I mean a pick summary. So even before the first round is done. So I am going to do that tomorrow because there are still a lot of, there's still probably another week of hockey. So Darren, thank you for asking. I will be sending out a complete update sometime tomorrow. Who am I rooting for? I've always liked the Celtics for some reason. More recently, I like Phoenix too, but I knew better than to cheer for them. Hronek had less than 50 points this season. Has been the second biggest disappointment. The fact that he wants is baffling. He deserves less than Hanifin. Yeah, that's gonna be a fascinating contract negotiation to watch. Marshawn, your favorite Seahawk, who is from Oakland. Vid posted on Canucks wives and girlfriends jackets. Finn as a girl. Oh, cool. No, I haven't watched that video yet. Fangirl. Atmosphere outside the arena? Not really. I got in pretty quick and we left pretty quick. So I didn't do much of that, BC Beasley. And I doubt I'm going to go to AEW. I looked at tickets. They're not brutal, but I don't think I'm going to go. You guys are asking about something Taylor asked, but I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I'll just let it go for sure. Yeah, Edmund, I'm very surprised that the Jets got pummeled so badly. I actually thought they were going to win. If officiating is so good, the league shouldn't be scared what anyone speak on it. That's true. PD winner on Friday or Myers clap bomb. I love it. Let's do it. No, Gerald, I think the Canucks are going to win. I think they're going to win all 3 games in Nashville. So their third Nashville game is this Friday. So Taylor, you want Quinn Hughes to be single? No, I'm being serious question, Taylor, because I know you're a good sport, and I know you know that I'm genuine, and I know that you'll actually answer this because you're very thoughtful. Do you, as a single female, actually, I didn't even know if you're single, so I shouldn't presume that. Do you wish, get jealous, desire him to be single? Like, and I say this very truly. Do people hold out hope that they'll have a chance to be like Quinn Hughes' girlfriend? I'm being serious here. Or is it more you don't want someone else to be Quinn Hughes' girlfriend? I'm really curious to know the answer, because you said I was sad because I thought he was still single. So I want to know, is it because you desire to have a chance with him, or you don't want him to have a girlfriend? Let me know, Taylor. Anyone else can answer too. I had my Jets jersey hoping they get another game. Dang it. Yeah, I was surprised at how bad Hellebuyck looked too. Lack of shots on goal and lack of scoring is a credit to the Preds defense and the way they play, or Canucks just not built for the playoffs. No, I don't think it's the latter. I think it's the former. I think Nashville is a very well-coached team. I really do. I think Fangirl, they're doing them every 2 or 3 days. I don't know the order though, so could be anytime in the next 2 weeks. Does someone want to answer, Jay, if PD has a girlfriend? Another Zadorov goal next game for the win. Yeah, but someone just said when Zadorov scores, we lose. My bowling is going okay. I had a great lesson, Simon, 2 weeks ago, and I can't wait to try out what I learned playing in a tournament with Jacob. Actually, on that May 11th day, we were partners. Another car smashing. Oh, that's right. Do you think Demko injury hurt his Vezina chances? I hope. Yeah, absolutely, yes. I think he was neck and neck with Hellebuyck before, but Hellebuyck ended off the season so well, and Demko wasn't even playing. No, I'm every expert I hear, Justin, as much as I want Demko to win, every expert I hear is saying it's going to be Hellebuyck. IMAX says the Canucks will start to Smith next game because Smith is back up Demko and that he has more experience. He's earned it. What do you think? I agree completely with that take. I've been saying if both guys are healthy, you go with DeSmith. Bit of jealousy, but happy for the guy. I don't know him personally, so it's not my right to be fully upset. Oh, good answer. Very good, mature answer, just as I expected. Yes, we should expect these athletes to have partners for sure. Yeah, I hope he doesn't get whooped and ruin his performance to win games. I'm not sure what you're getting at, but sure, Phil. PD has too many girls. Okay, what's going on here? Hey, Trev, hope you're well. Yeah, I bumped it. Usually I do 11, and then on Tuesday nights I have my church hour at 12. But I actually thought the Canucks were going to win. So then I decided to swap my church hour with someone. So someone else is there for me. At least he better be now for my 12 o'clock. And I'm going to go after this at 1 o'clock. Because then I don't have to cut the stream out so short. Hope your show went well. I presume you did a show tonight. If the Canucks make it to round 2, you think shots and goal and scoring will go up then? Yes, it will. It will. And they'll have a lot more confidence. Brunette was on the Wild team when they came back from a 3-1 series lead. Oh, yeah. That was brutal. We shouldn't have lost that. I do not think Demko gets back for this series, Daniel, as much as you want. Leafs in 7, Canucks in 6 without Austin Matt. Yeah, they won without him. Is Bedard for Calder a lock? No, it won't be Hughes. If Bedard loses, it'll be to Brock Faber. I think Bedard still wins it though. Quinn is a decent guy, cute, probably in great shape. Yes, I agree with all that. Okay, now you guys are Googling Quinn's girlfriend. Okay, you can do that. It's fine. Connor Bedard will win the Calder. Like, there's no way the other two would win it. I love it. Yeah, and I think actually it'll be Brock Faber who's second, not Luke Hughes. Just don't let girls distract you. Trev, big fan of Zadorov. You have to go CD in game 6 if he was healthy enough. Oh, DeSmith to back up tonight. If you go Shelovs and we lose, then you have goalie controversy game 7. Yeah, no, I think you go to Smith as well. Nashville stole momentum back. I really thought we'd win 3-0 in front of. Yeah, I predicted 4-2. Late next series, that makes sense. Greg, no, I never collected hockey cards. My mom did. So we have a couple Gretzky rookies, a couple Lemieux rookies, but they're not mint. They're not. We don't even get them bothered graded because I don't think they're worth anything. Would you be mad like me if Chicago wins the number 1 overall pick again? Would I be mad? Not really, because we don't have a chance this year. We're not in the draft lottery. I think I'd be more mad if we were in it. Yep. Kane's setting up Series against the Rangers was going to be good. Avs got to wait for the winner of Dallas and Vegas. Dion says that he has a feeling it's Shelov's. Interesting. I think it's going to be the Smith, but that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, Linden was at the game. Stan Smeal did the whole, did the siren. Yeah. Who is the better team between the Kings and Preds? You know, Ryan, it's interesting. And I think I made this point. I can't remember which show I made this point up, but Nashville is playing us hard, but they're not dirty at all. Like there's been no like real stick work or hits from behind. And I actually like Andrew Burnett. When I listen to him talk after a game, and you can tell he's got a really healthy respect for Rick Tocchet. I don't mind this Nashville Predators team. They're not like my favorite team. And of course, I want the Canucks to pound them still. But like I like Nashville more than LA for sure. For sure. Who's the better team? That's tough. That's tough. Nashville's playing well right now. Macklin celebrating Greg. Dudley was saying he wouldn't be surprised if Shelovs doesn't start game 6. That makes sense to me. Ton of hockey cards. Nice. Sam says we change up the lines. That's fair. Steaming by the steamer. Preds play simple, boring hockey. They don't panic. That's a good way of putting it. All right, guys. I'm going to do 2 things, and then I'm going to wrap up the next 5 or 10 minutes. I do want to do a couple things before I go to my late church hour. Number 1, for 3 minutes, I want you to tell me what my new nickname should be now that I'll have my master on the weekend. So I offered up Master Emo. That's easy. GLCPC Master, Buns Master. No, that doesn't sound right. Sushi Master, Master Clay. Give me a nickname. Give me a nickname that might stick. So I'll take 2 minutes of your suggestions in there, and I will do it. I will do it. The guy I took to the game with me today says he wants to do his bachelor party in Nashville. I heard it's a fun city. All right, what do we got? Dr. Emo, although I'm not a doctor, but thank you. Masterclass Emo. CCC Master Clay. Master Clay, the tribal chief Emo. Sounds like there will be, Ryan. It sounds like there will be. If we lose game 7, would you consider the season a lost opportunity? Compared to early expectations, no. Compared to late expectations, yes. Mary's Meals Master. Yeah, Justin, I wore this for you. Triple M. Not monthly membership message. Mary Meals Master. Reverend Clay. Master Fresh Clay. Tom Clayman. Master Claire. Master Clay, the most positive of all Nucks creators. Well, thank you, Taylor. Sifu Clay. It's a Master of Arts in Pastoral Theology, high T, so church work. Instead of the PhD, make it the PHC. I don't even know what PhD stands for. What does PhD stand for? Oh, Doctor of Philosophy. So what am I? What does PhD stand for? I have to think about that one. Husband of lovely wife Gail. There, you nailed it. Grad dad joker. Yeah, Seattle fired their coach. A little bit surprised, Simon, actually. The monthly master. I have crushes on other people too. Okay, that's awesome. Philosophy doctorate. Yeah, PhD. Okay, and you fall easily on crushes. Okay, one last thing. We'll do another 2 or 3 minutes. Jam Master Clay says, I like that. All right, last one. I said now by having graduating, it'll free up 8 to 12 hours a week that I used to be studying or watching videos or writing papers. So what should I do with my extra, let's presume 10 hours a week? What should I do? And you can be serious answers like working on the channel, new content, long form videos, working on the merch. It could be sarcastic stuff like teaching beauty classes on how to be so good looking. Like whatever you want, put in the chat. What should I do with my newfound time? Tom Marchand is in the house. What should I do with my newfound time? 100 push-ups. Yeah, that'll take me about 10 hours. Longer streams and spend time with your family. Well, Mike, I can't do both. Aren't they counterintuitive to each other? Rehab the ankle or the Achilles so I can gritty for the finals. Sleep and rest. Spend more time with the family and find a new job. Hey, who says I want to leave my current job? Do merch and what they were thinking playoff edition. Start a street hockey team. Hockey content and maybe gaming. No thanks. 10 hours worth of streams. Do gaming streams in the afternoon. No, isn't that your territory? Dress up like Spider-Man and save people. I do not look good in spandex. Actually, maybe I do. Hold more meet and greets. Master of disaster. I like that, Simon. Find a new job. D-man. What's wrong with his current job? Find a new job. Oh, damn. No, it's fine. Whatever Dion's saying, well, it's fine. We should be the Avengers this Halloween. Okay, Taylor, you can guess. You can dictate who's going to be who. You'll be Iron Man. Okay, you got to fill out the rest of the Avengers. Change nothing and continue doing what you're doing. The CCC will always be here. Love it, BCBC. Love it. By the way, you put an extra C on there. It's Clay's Canucks. The crew. I gotcha. Clay's Canucks commentary crew. Very good. Jam Master. I love it. Okay, I'm going to do one last poll question right here. Start poll. And I'll probably ask it tomorrow too. Do the Canucks win game 6? All right. Got 2 minutes to answer that one as I wrap up. Bowling streams. That could be fun. There's only one Spider-Man and he only does it on a set. Does what? Oh, add another job to the resume. All good. Make a parody song for the Vegas Golden Knights. I'm not sure if my ego can handle that, Justin. All right, friends. Vote in the poll. And then I'm going to wrap up so I don't have to rush to the church. So good to see so many of you. I'm not sure if you're still in the stream, but BC Beasley, Alfred, Raj, Josh, Helen, among many others. So good to see you at the game tonight. Lucas will be Thor. Fangirl will be Black Widow. Coach Rob will be Vision. Shannon will be Black Widow Sis. Clay, you can be Spider-Man, and Justin can be Captain America. Okay, we'll start with that. Do videos about the other teams I like. Okay, that's interesting. I do like Winnipeg, Colorado, and Tampa. Do a longer stream. Maybe do a segment like the goal breakdowns in the stream. That would be cool, Jay, but then I would not be able to monetize these streams. So, one thing I do got to look up, if I showed something that got this video demonetized, it wouldn't take away the donations though. No, how could they do that? So maybe it just means you can't run ads on it or you can't make money off of watch time, but maybe people can leave donations. Do recasting of the bowling guy who cheered so loud. I'm the man. Oh yeah. Who do you think you are? I am. Yes. Who do you think you are? I am. That was Pete Weber. Spider-Man only in the movie universe, not out in the streets. Okay, gotcha. Analysis videos. Yeah, Josh, do you think that's kind of like old news now, though? Old news? Like some people say, why you bring it up again? All right, you guys are good. A lot of good stuff in there, but I do got to get going. I got to take care of a couple things before I go to the church. So I'm so glad that I was able to rearrange things. I'm so glad that many of you were able to join me. So once again, the Canucks lose 2-1 to the Nashville Predators. Canucks are still up 3-2 in the series. Go back to play in Nashville on Friday. I will be flying to Denver on Thursday for my graduation ceremony. But before that, I will do one stream tomorrow night to say bye to all of you. That didn't sound right. That sounded too morbid. No, I will to say bye for my trip to all of you. So hopefully you can join me tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Andrew Chang, thank you for your support as always. And thanks to the support of Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing and commenting. Today, we had a huge donation from Beasley. Thank you. A donation from Elfrin. Thank you. Carol gifted a membership that went to Daniel. Then Jason, Justin, and Coach Rob all use their triple M's, which I really, really appreciate. So thanks to all of you for your generosity. Thank you to Advanced Experts Real Estate, Performance Transform, Personal Training, Weight Loss. And on your way out, don't forget you can subscribe, like the video, you can leave a late donation, gift a membership, buy your own membership, upgrade your own membership. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. Yes, the Canucks lost, but I'm still in an okay mood given finishing off my master, but I would have been an even better mood if the Canucks had won tonight. But alas, we have to stew for an extra day in between because the Canucks don't play Game 6 until Friday, not Thursday. So there are 2 nights in between games, not just the usual one. Appreciate all of you being here. And don't forget to join me tomorrow night at 11 p.m. And you can wish me goodbye and we can just kind of hang around and be cool as we always are. And as everyone says, good to comfort each other a bit with fun and humor after a setback tonight. Indeed. Keep your heads up, everyone. A lot of time. Canucks have a lot of time to work on things. And we are still up in the series 3-2. The pressure is still on Nashville. Okay, friends, you guys are awesome. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. By the way, today I was in a meeting at work and I tried to tell a joke during the Zoom meeting, the online meeting, and nobody laughed at my joke. I guess they don't think I'm remotely funny. God bless and go Canucks go. Booyah.